Hello and welcome to SSC classes. Today we are going to solve some of the questions from quantitative aptitude. We know that quantitative aptitude is a most important portion in any competitive examination, and this type of portion requires only your numerical ability and your quanting ability. As we know that there are huge number of questions in any competitive examination, but you have to solve these questions in very small amount of time. So more practice on such skills enables you to solve such questions in very small amount of time in very short and fast methods. Okay, so let's start with the first question. The breakup of Raju's monthly expenses is given, where the monthly expense for transport is 8% of his total expenditure. In food, he spends 22% of his expenditure. In education, he spends 20%. In rent, he spends 15%. And in other, he spends 35% of his expenditure. If Raju spent 4,500 more on food and transport together, then he spent on rent, then find his monthly expenses. Okay, here given are 5 options and you need to find the correct one. So let's start the question. Answer of this first question: percentage of his expenditure spent on rent is 15%. Percentage of his expenditure spent on rent is equals to 15%. Percentage of his expenditure spent on transport and food is 30%. Percentage of his expenditure spent on transport and food is equals to 30%. Okay, and we are given that he spends 4,500 more on food and transport than rent. Okay, therefore we can say that the difference between the percentage of his expenditure spent on transport and food and percentage of his expenditure spent on rent is equals to 4,500. Therefore 30% minus 15%, which results in 15%, is equals to 4,500 rupees. And from this we implies that 1% is equals to, from this it is implied that 4,500 by 15 is equals to 1%, and as we know that in percentage his total month's expenses is 100%. And in rupees it results in 4,500 divided by 15 multiplied by 100, which results in 30,000 rupees. Okay, so the correct answer is option 3. Now let's come to the next question. If Raju increased his savings, which is currently 10% of his income, by 20% and reduced his expenses by 20%, then his saving would be what percentage of his expenses? Okay, so first of all assume that his monthly income be X rupees. Therefore, the original saving, that means the past amount of saving, is 10% of his total is total income, but as given in the question, he increased it by 10%, sorry, by 20%. Therefore, new savings is the original savings plus increased by 20% of that, and this results in 12x divided by 100. Now come to the expenditure portion. Original expenditure is x minus 10x by 100, that is total income minus total saving in past, which results in 90x by 100. But in present, the new expenditure is the original expenditure subtracted by 20% of it, as given by the question that he reduced his expenditure by 20%, and this results in 72x divided by 100. Now our required percentage is 12x divided by 100 whole divided by 72x divided by 100 multiplied by 100, which results in 16 and a 2 by 3%. Okay, so option 4 is the correct option. So that's all for today. To know more about such tricks and more about quantitative aptitude, you can call us at 9836793076 or 9874822756. Okay, so these are the WhatsApp number of ours, or you just can check our website, which is www.sorosasclasses.com. So thank you very much.